Hello friends. So in this video we'll continue solving some problems on memory interleaving the way we did in our last video. So see here the numerical is, it says consider a memory of 8 words per block. We have some block and the size of block is 8 words. If 2 clock cycles are required to transfer address from CPU to main memory and 8 clock cycle to access the first word and 4 clock cycle each for consecutive words and 1 clock cycle for transferring the word from memory to cache. This much data is given. Then calculate the total clock cycle required to transfer the block with interleaving and without interleaving if the number of memory modules is 4. In our last numerical, the number of modules were 2. One was holding even addresses, one was holding odd addresses. This time we have been given 4 number of memory modules, right? So see, our block transfer time with interleaving first I am discussing. Block transfer time consists of what? I need to get the address, I need to get the data from memory, and then the time to transfer the data to the cache memory, right? So these 3 components will be there in my calculation. So now see, address transfer time is given as what? 2 clock cycle, right? So see, it is given as 2 clock cycle address transfer time. Then see, we have got 4 number of memory modules according to the question given, right? So see, they are telling 8 clock cycle is required to get the first word from the modules, right? So at the end of another 8 clock cycles, how many number of words will come from memory? Total 4. Each of them will give me 1 and all are working in parallel. So after the gap of 8 clock cycle, there will be 4 words coming from each of the module. They will be there in their buffer register. Now from there, we need to transfer them to the cache memory. And to transfer to the cache memory, we require 1 clock cycle. So here 1 clock cycle to transfer this, another clock cycle to this, another clock cycle to this, and another clock cycle to this. Total 4 clock cycles will be required. And during that 4 clock cycles, in the meantime, the next word accessing started and the next word will come from the each of the modules. So see, in next 4 clock cycles will be there where these whatever 4 words we have got from memory, they will be transferred to the cache. At the same time, another 4 bytes will arrive from the 4 memory modules. Now we need to send them to the cache memory and each of them will take what? One clock cycle, right? And I can't do this work in parallel with something because I don't need to do anything more. I need to transfer a block of size 8 words. So here 4 already sent, another 4 I need to send here. So total another 4. Hope this explanation is clear. So see, 2 plus 8 plus 4, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is there. All this clock cycle is required. Total sum is your 18 clock cycle will be required. When we are doing interleaving. And we are having 4 number of modules. And the size of my block is 8 words. So see, 8 clock cycle is taken to access the first word from each of the modules. So how many words I will get? 4 words I will get. Now my duty is to send these 4 words to the cache memory and to get the next data from the modules. So for that 4cc is taken to access the second word and second word from each of the modules. So next 4 words will be retrieved. And during same time, previously accessed 4 words, that means by taken by this 8cc, these 4 words will be transferred to the cache, each of them taking 11cc, right? So now the first 4 words have gone to the cache memory and another 4 words have arrived from the memory. Now we need to send them to the cache. Each one will take what? 1 clock cycle. After this, the second word from each of the module will be transferred to the cache. So second word from each of the module. How many modules we have? 4. Each one will take 1 clock cycle. So total another 4. 1 plus 1 plus 1. So it is your 18cc. Hope this part is clear. Here see, what you need to understand is some of the portion I'm doing in parallel and which portion is possible to do in parallel, That part we need to understand. Hope by doing these two numericals, the previous numerical and this concept has become now clear. Now the next part of the numerical is we need to do the same numerical without interleaving. That means we have a single memory module and we need to transfer a block of 8 words from the memory to the cache, right? So see, you have a single module, right? And first I'll give the address. I'll take what? 2 clock cycles. And then after 2 cycle, another 8 clock cycle is required to get the first word. Done? Now this whatever I have got, I will transfer it to the cache. It will take 1 cc. During that time, next word accessing starts. It takes how much time? 4 clock cycles. So this sending of this previous data and bringing of the next data will go in parallel. So that 1 cc I will not take separately. And this process will repeat for next 7 number of words. Yes or no? This is the first one, another 6 more. Then only total 8 words will be transferred. So see here, the solution is, again we know block transfer time is address transfer, memory access, and time to transfer to the cache. So it will be 2 plus 8 plus 7 into 4 plus 1 is there. So see, this part was clear, and whenever the first one was sent to the cache, second one was brought from the memory. For that we require 4 clock cycles. So only we'll consider 4. During that time two things are taking place, right? Then after that another 4 clock cycle for bringing the third word and sending it to the cache. This is going on in parallel. This process will repeat for the subsequent words also. But for the last, that is the 8th word that we have brought from the memory, that will not go in parallel with any of the words because my block size is 8 words. So I am accessing only 8 words. So the last, that means the 8th number word will go to the cache taking one separate 1 clock cycle. This is not taking place in your means in parallel with something, right? So see here, I have written the explanation. 8cc is taken to access the first word from the memory. We understand that. 4cc is taken to access the subsequent 7 words from the memory. When the second word is brought, that time in parallel, the first word will be transferred to the cache, right? So the cache transfer time is not taken separately. This will be applicable for all the subsequent words to accept the 8th word brought from the memory. So that is not going in parallel with something. Hence, the 1cc is taken separately to transfer the 8th byte to the cache memory. So because of that, we arrive at this expression, and when we solve this, we got 39cc. Hope this part is also clear. So see, both the numericals are very important, and see why the second word is taking less time, because of that road address decoding is not required, and that those things already we have discussed in our previous videos. So hope this numerical is clear, and if you are getting from my explanations, then please do not forget to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.